We dismiss history at our peril.
Liberty Nation Radio with Mark Angelides.
And you're back on Liberty Nation Radio, heard coast to coast on the Radio America Network. I remain your host, Mark Angelides. And we continue to be joined by Liberty Nation's chief political correspondent, Graham J. Noble. So, Graham, earlier we were talking the sad, slow self-humiliation that the Democratic Party is currently putting itself through in some weird form political hara-kiri, I guess. Madness just isn't reserved to one political party. It appears across the country that Tesla owners, or former Tesla owners, or regretful Tesla owners, are also having a bit of a tough time.
Well, it's all rather silly, of course, is that, they're trying to bring back the whole cancel culture thing and direct it against Elon Musk purely because, first of all, because he aligned himself with now President Trump, and then, of course, because he's not technically in charge of DOGE, actually, the Department of Government Efficiency, but of course he is kind of the driving force behind it, I guess you could.
The figurehead, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's the kind of point man, if you like. And of course, they're slashing and burning their way through government agencies and laying off large numbers of federal employees. So now, of course, they decided that, they're going to go after Tesla, obviously Elon Musk's electric vehicle company, going after Tesla. But of course, a lot of them already started driving Teslas because they're all about saving the planet. And now they're selling them, getting rid of them. Not only that, though, but a lot of activists are actually threatening Tesla owners and going on social media and making videos saying if you know what's good for you, you'll sell your Tesla. And of course, they're going around and vandalizing them, which of course the great irony of the people who scream about global warming and we've got to drive electric vehicles in order to save the planet are now literally trying to destroy the largest all electric vehicle manufacturer in the world.
Yeah, it's quite something to see these people wanting to get rid of the most successful electric vehicle company, in the world because they have a political upset with Elon Musk. And it's not really just threats on Twitter. We have seen actual vehicles, people attacked in their vehicles. We've had dealerships have been firebombed. I was reading, and shots were fired
and even shot at. In some
yes,
cases.
Yeah. Elon Musk confirmed that in a recent interview on CNN, and so you've got this idea that because it's Elon Musk, therefore the car company must suffer. But then, of course, they go on X and they start putting these videos and these threats. So it's like they want to shut down one of his businesses, but by putting content, and remember, a picture of somebody attacking a Tesla is going to get a lot of views on X, and so denigrate one of his companies, but then use his other company to spread it, and of course earning more income. It's a very ill thought position.
Well, and there's another slight angle to that as well. The kind of the cognitive dissonance, if you like, you might want to call it, about this whole attacking Tesla. And I wrote about this kind of a little while ago on the pages of libertynation.com. And that is the fact that, who would you imagine are most likely to have invested in Tesla stock? It's probably people on the left, and they've probably got that Tesla stock in their 401ks. And then, maybe if they do a little bit of dabbling in trading stocks, then they probably bought Tesla stock. And it's gone down, I believe, since kind of the end of last year. It's down a huge amount. I believe perhaps even something like 40% or
41%, I think.
I mean, at one point towards the end of last year, it was Tesla was trading at something like $431 a share, and now it's around, generally speaking, around $220 a share. And so the Tesla stock owners, many of whom may be kind of left-wingers, Democrat voters who are all about saving the environment, they have taken a huge financial hit. Elon Musk can afford to take a financial hit. A lot of these people can't.
Yeah, so It's the cars that they bought, the stock they invested in, and now they're boycotting it somehow. But of course, we saw Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, and he was very public about it. He's gone and traded in his Tesla, and he's bought himself a petrol vehicle, a good old gasoline guzzler, because who cares about your stated environmentalist bona fides when you can stick it to Elon Musk? Just to wrap this up, Graham, I've noticed that a lot of the ire is reserved for Elon Musk in particular and Doge, but so few people appear critical of the actual programs that are being cut and the actual savings that are being made.
It's just about this fear that the left has of anything to do with shrinking government. That terrifies them because they like their big government and of course they see it. It's a massive slush fund for left-wing activist groups as well, and this is all getting taken away, and that's really. And I think at the end of the day, really, it all comes down to the Benjamins, I think, more than anything else.
Graham J. Noble, thanks ever so much for joining us.
Thank you, Mark.
We dismiss history at our peril.
Liberty Nation Radio with Mark Angelides.